In 1948, America wasn't just rebuilding, it was reinventing itself. Families returned to work, small towns
To
came
you,
back to
sir.
life, and the demand for stronger, more reliable trucks grew faster than ever. Farmers needed a pickup they could trust from sunrise to sunset. Ford answered with the all-new F1. From construction sites to growing communities, the Ford F1 became the backbone of America's rebuilding era. Small businesses relied on it every single day, delivering tools, supplies, and opportunity across the nation. More than just a truck, the Ford F1 marked the beginning of a legendary lineup that would shape the future of pickups.
Last longer. It's truly built Ford tough.
Its journey started on quiet country roads, but its legacy would travel across generations. Today, the Ford F-Series remains America's best-selling truck, and it all began with one bold idea in 1948. Which Ford generation is your favorite? Follow AutoVault for the next chapter. The 1948 Ford F1 was a massive success. Americans loved its toughness, reliability, and hardworking spirit. But behind the scenes, Ford was already planning its replacement. By 1953, America had changed. Families were moving to the suburbs, highways were expanding, and businesses needed trucks that were stronger, smoother, and more comfortable. Ford's engineers carefully studied every weakness of the F1. They knew the future demanded more than just a reliable work truck. For months, designers worked in secret, creating an entirely new pickup with a wider cab, better visibility, and a bold, modern design. Then, in 1953, Ford revealed the all-new F100. It featured a panoramic windshield, improved comfort, and a completely fresh look that immediately captured attention. Customers instantly noticed the difference. The F100 felt more refined, more capable, and ready for the next generation of American workers. The redesign helped Ford stay ahead of fierce competitors like Chevrolet and Dodge, setting a new benchmark for pickup trucks. The F100 wasn't just a replacement for the F1. It became the foundation of every modern Ford truck that followed. And this was only the beginning. Follow AutoVault for the next chapter in the evolution of America's most legendary trucks. At first glance, these two trucks look almost identical, but in just 5 years, Ford changed almost everything. The biggest upgrade was the windshield. Ford replaced the old split glass with a panoramic one-piece windshield, giving drivers a much wider and safer view of the road. Next came a wider cab. The new F100 gave drivers more space, better comfort, and a far more enjoyable driving experience. Ford completely redesigned the front end with a bolder grille, smoother body lines, and a modern look that instantly made the truck stand out. It wasn't just about looks. The improved suspension and stronger chassis delivered a smoother ride, even on rough country roads. Inside, everything felt more refined. A redesigned dashboard, improved seating, and better visibility made long hours behind the wheel much more comfortable. Whether on the farm, at a construction site, or cruising down Route 66, the F100 proved it was built for a new generation of America. The F100 wasn't just an upgrade. It became the blueprint for every Ford pickup that followed. And Ford's biggest innovations were still yet to come. Follow AutoVault for the next chapter in the evolution of the legendary Ford F-Series. But Ford's next innovation would completely change the truck industry, and almost nobody saw it coming. By 1953, America had two truck legends, Ford and Chevrolet. The all-new Ford F100 faced Chevrolet's advanced design in one of the biggest rivalries in automotive history. Ford pushed innovation with a panoramic windshield and a wider cab, while Chevrolet stayed true to its rugged simplicity. On farms, construction sites, and dusty back roads, both trucks worked hard every single day. Farmers debated which truck deserved their money, Ford or Chevrolet. Business owners wanted one thing: the toughest truck with the lowest operating costs. Ford's modern design, better comfort, and improved visibility helped the F-100 win over thousands of new customers. But Chevrolet wasn't ready to lose. The truck war was only getting started. Follow AutoVault for Part 5. But one unexpected decision would soon change this rivalry forever, and almost nobody saw it coming. Why did thousands of Americans choose the Ford F-100? The answer wasn't just power. For the first time, drivers enjoyed a wider cab and a much more comfortable ride. Its panoramic windshield gave drivers a clearer view, making every journey safer and easier. From farms to construction sites, the F-100 handled every job with confidence and strength. Families trusted it. Farmers depended on it. Businesses relied on it every single day. It wasn't just another pickup truck. It became a symbol of reliability and hard work. That's why the Ford F-100 quickly became one of America's most loved trucks of the 1950s. But even this legendary truck wasn't perfect, and its biggest challenge was still ahead. Follow AutoVault for Part 6. But hidden problems were about to test the Ford F-100, and Ford had no choice but to respond. The Ford F-100 was a legend, but it wasn't perfect. Heavy loads and rough roads pushed the truck to its limits every single day. Its leaf spring suspension was tough, but the ride could feel rough on uneven roads. Without power steering, turning the wheel demanded real strength from the driver. Its powerful engine got the job done, but fuel economy wasn't its strongest feature. Meanwhile, Chevrolet kept improving its trucks, making the competition even tougher. Ford engineers listened carefully, determined to build an even better pickup for the future. Ford had learned its lesson, and the next F-Series would become stronger, smarter, and more successful than ever before. Follow AutoVault for Part 7.